Hey, this will be a video chart on MCLN, MedClean Technologies Incorporated. I did this one a few days ago, and it's really made a nice move from this point, and today had a nice move up. But today was very rough. I had a bunch of requests for it. A lot of people, I think, kind of wondering what was going on. Just by reading the messages I was getting, I think a lot of people kind of bought up in this territory and so forth. So I'm going to go over the chart real quick. Um, not to beat around the bush, today was rough, and the thing that made it rough was not necessarily the price action, because stocks pull back. That's part of the game. But this right here is what made the day rough. If you would have had a pullback with volume that wasn't so massive, then that's one thing. But when you get a pullback with volume this big, that's definitely not one of the best things in the world to see. What I want to do is first just start off with the 1 minute chart, because it does a pretty good job of showing kind of what happened. For people unfamiliar with charting, when I say 1 minute chart, all that means is each one of these bars, or candlesticks as they're called, is worth 1 minute worth of price action. So you can see this morning had a nice gap up here, and then it looked like it was just going to be a walk in the park for the bulls. And for the first basically half an hour, just a real nice move upwards, and then this is when the selling just overtook things. And as you can see, for the next about half an hour, not a single red bar, just one red after another one, all the way back down here. And then you got a little, kind of dead cat bounce here over the next about 15 minutes or so, and then the rest of the day was just a real slight drift. This was the fat finger trade right here, you can see, meaning somebody put in a wrong order. So on the daily chart, when you see that long lower wick, that's not accurate because we had this trade here. Then it just pretty much went sideways, and then come the last part of the day, dropped back down again. Tried to make a recovery, but eventually just fell back down. So real quick, the 5 minute chart just to show that again. The big move down, had a little bounce, and then right here was the fall back down here. So what sorts of things to look for? That's going to be pretty much the chart video today. First of all, if you're a day trader or a short-term swing trader looking to get in and not a trade within a day, or a few hours, if you bought anywhere up in this range, you should be out. If you honored your stop losses, you should have been stopped out. If you're still in and your strategy is either a day trader or short-term swing trader, and you're still in after buying from somewhere, you obviously violated your own rules, or just don't have any rules that are in place. So if you're a day trader or swing trader, this chart totally went against you today, and it wasn't a good day for you. Now, from a daily chart perspective, yes, there is still hope, because you're still above certain support levels, but at the same time, you got to be real careful now, especially with this big volume day here that we had. There's a chart recently. I actually just pull it up real quick. BZCN, and this was a bad, but yet we had this day here, and it was a big volume day. The candle, which really looked like it would probably pull back here, but from the daily chart perspective, as I said, you still were above this 200 day. So you can see the chart drop back down, tested the 200 day, managed to hold up, and then you can see it really took off again. Now, is that normally what happens? No, it's not. That was kind of just a real beastly move there that this chart made. Now, could it happen here? Yes. It could happen. Anything's possible. But just know that you got to be real careful here and make sure that these support levels hold. The key support levels right now on this one are going to be these previous highs that we had. Both. In fact, we could probably make a zone if we wanted to, but we had a high here at 0.018 and then a high here at 0.022. These are the two levels that need to hold. If you get closes that go below these, that's just one of those things where it's showing that this downwards pressure is not lightening up, and the bulls are just losing more ground. So this is the area that you're going to want to keep a close eye on and make sure that there's no closes below it. Now, once again, this is totally from a daily chart perspective. If you're a day trader or short-term swing trader, you should not be using the daily chart. You're using more of hourly charts or maybe even 5 minute charts. So there, like I said, there is still hope. But if anything, if the price continues to pull back or go sideways tomorrow and the rest of this week, these volume bars need to shrink up. You don't want to see volume bars this big on down days. That's never a good sign. So in a nutshell, day traders and very short-term swing traders, the chart is broken for you for the time being, unless you're looking for a bounce. If you're in this for a longer-term hold, there's still hope. The chart is still intact, but you're really on the borderline of having it go against you, so you need to be careful. If there are any other questions on the chart, let me know. Hopefully, I answered everybody's questions and so forth that I got. But just keep an eye on it, and we'll see what the rest of this week brings. I'd also encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting very good reviews. And with your subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, and educational pieces, all sorts of things, from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is it's all free, so it's definitely worth at least checking out. One more time, this was MCLN. Thanks for listening.